I genuinely don't know how this came about so serendipitously, but after all of the economic struggles of the last 10 episodes, I'm presently sweeping through what was once Thorquell space, and the Modian Curators, that's me, are the permanent galactic custodian. What? Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris First Contact in our Clandestine Curiosity series. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I could sit down and I can explain it to you. It's not like I don't understand how this has happened in a practical way, but it's just so... It's such a fantastic plot twist. Let's put it that way. Oh, no, not speed 3. Speed 2 is fine. Well, at this point, the game's speed... Oh, hey! That's one way to open an episode. Yeah, at this point, the game Speed 3 is going to behave more like Speed 2 anyway. The Great Khan of the Vivisandian Horde is dead. According to intercepted transmissions, so-and-so passed away naturally at some point during the last few days as a result of their advanced age. It is believed that the Great Khan had appointed a designated successor, but despite this, a vicious power struggle has erupted in the Vivisandian Horde. The Great Khan's warlords are now fighting each other over control of their empire. It remains to be seen who will emerge on top. So ends the reign of blank. Interesting that it didn't give him a name. So, does that mean someone else got the throne? It could. It could. We'll see. That's what it seems. That's what it seems like to me. We're building this starbase in Torfeers or Torfeeries? Torfree. That's it. Torfree star. We're building that there. And it's going to be done in just a few seconds. We have some gateway construction going on. We really need, once we have this territory kind of locked down and the problem taken care of, yeah, let's go ahead and build this starbase now. We're going to completely box these guys in. We need to go ahead and go through the L gates. One of the things I don't like about our current situation is that there is a new L gate in the territory that we are annexing at present, which makes me sad. All right, I need to build some additional hyper relays. Thankfully, I have plenty of influence with which to do it, because I'm making 9 every month, and it's great. I don't know that there's anywhere else that the Teal Fleet really needs to go at the moment, aside from up to one of the L gates. So maybe I just need to do that this episode, or prepare for it, at the very least. I would kind of like to have a third fleet before I open them, but I also feel like I'm shocked no one's been through already, and I'm kind of starting to feel like maybe someone did go through earlier in the series, and it either didn't tell me, or I forgot, which doesn't seem likely, but there's been a lot going on, so it's possible. We'll have to see. All right, Titan hull points. That's the rare tech, but that's not necessarily the one I need to go for right now. I don't have my Titan built at the moment. I could build it, actually. I could build it. Maybe not right now, but relatively soon. I think I'm going to go for the Ripper autocannon. Let's go ahead and get that done. And it looks like there are some additional employment opportunities here. This is currently an auto-designated planet. It's set as a factory world, which makes no sense whatsoever. Excuse me, you should be a mining world. Let's go ahead and build a mining district so that that job can be filled. We're still keeping an eye on our minerals because we do have some things coming up that might be recreating our deficit from recently, so we're going to try and head that off. The silhouettes discernible from orbit are indeed buildings. In closer inspection, reveal them to be of an obvious martial nature. While abandoned for some time, though very recently on a galactic timescale, Science Officer Octal Kudal Oyoma believes that secrets of alien tactics may yet be exhumed from beneath the dust that covers the decaying barracks and looted armories. A special project may be issued to study the remains. So we can also say that this outpost is dead and buried speaks volumes. No, yes, that's the pacifist response, but it's not the Modian response. The Modians are pacifist indeed, but they also are curators of knowledge, and they want to know what the hecking heck is going on there. So, where's that project? Right here. Oh yes, this is the one that's actually in Torfree Star. Now that we've finished exploring there, there's a number, not only is there that anomaly, which popped up at the end of the last episode, I recall that now, but there's also a lot of debris to be researched. It looks like some of it might be going away though, so I would like to get to the her black hole before too much longer. All right, Galliburi. Starting to see some upgrades pop up. I like it. I'm definitely going to do agriculture on these worlds. I think that makes the most sense. We did just finish the Ancient Rampart. That's quite good. Ooh, Mega Shipyard. You had me at hello. Is there anything else more important than that I could choose right now? Oof. You know what? I'm going to take this opportunity while it's staring me in the face. Yeah. I'm going to do that. Alien Barracks. Science Officer Octokul Uyoma's thorough xeno-historical analysis of the military installation on Torfree Star 5A has yielded few tangible results. The base was constructed before the planet turned completely barren, but it is unclear if its current inhospitality is the result of an armed conflict or some more peaceful or even natural process. What can be deduced of their strategies and tactics in armed conflict does not seem to have been far in advance of our own. On the upside, Science Officer Octul Kudul Oyoma claims to have drawn much inspiration from the alien remains. La de frickin' da. I was hoping for a little bit better than that, but I'll take a research bonus, I guess. Port Gloria. Currently auto-designated. You know what? You are looking more and more like you're going to be... Well, no. This should be an agro world, I think. Pretty clear cut there. I'm going to try and build additional starbases as quickly as I can so that the Thorquell Pactor boxed in here. I don't want them to expand in this area. We have a Stellarite Devourer nearby, which we could definitely take that out. We've got some of the Latrepian star hierarchy nearby. Convenient mining. The asteroid around Torfree Star 5 has such a perfectly stable orbit that it's easy to understand why our scientists thought it was placed there artificially. Yet, there are no conclusive indications of any propulsion systems or any other artificial marring. The only natural conclusion is that by some absurdly improbable chance, the asteroid got caught in Torfree Star 5's gravity field. We have also detected some rare crystals on the surface of the asteroid. How thoughtful. Good. That's handy. Against all odds, word choice, the Vivisandia horde has managed to weather the turmoil that followed in the wake of the death of the Great Khan. The immediate threat of splintering into different successor states has been largely eliminated with the coronation of a new Khan. For now, this reborn Vivisandia Khanate seems more concerned with the consolidation of the territory. So is this it? Yep. It already controls than making new conquests. We shall see how long they survive. Yeah, well, they're over here now, and we're not presently at war with them, it seems. So, different situation at this point. Ripper autocannon research is done. Good. Ooh, choices. I think I would like to go ahead and give battleships some additional hull points. Also, can I go ahead and build my Titan? I believe I designed it. I did. The Venerable. Several episodes back, and I just haven't really had the opportunity to add it to a fleet, but I can totally do that. Alright, so we need a starbase with the Titan assembly yards, and we have a lot of starbase upgrading to do in general, so that's not entirely unsurprising. We're still waiting on our alloy income to tick up a little bit. Also, there might be some stations, honestly, that I can delete in here. There are stations, I think, that are a little bit less necessary. Like, I have the Monzon station right now. I don't think that needs to be the defensive station anymore. Although, it is at a key juncture so that if I were to lose territory in some of these outlying areas, it would protect the main kind of hyperlanes. We also have a slot for an additional one, so I'll keep that in mind as well. Tell you what, let me go ahead and close the bases, though, because until I have more alloys to spend on things other than rebuilding fleets, I'm not going to worry about it too much. All right, it looks like the fleets are otherwise at full strength. Ooh, it looks like someone else might be trying to come in and build here. That's going to be interesting. All right, so the Najklak's stellar mandate has closed their borders to us. Very interesting. Let's do the same. So they have an overwhelming fleet compared to us. Are they somehow starting to get frustrated with me now because of all of my power plays? That's interesting, because I would love to take territory from them. I would be delighted to take territory from them, given the opportunity to do so. Hey, sentry array. But more importantly, this is going to be a weird choice. There's probably going to be some discussion about it, but I'm going to go for hyper shields because somebody pointed out to me, and this is me partially believing them and me partially wanting to see for myself just by trial and error, that the shields that I have, the ancient shields, are actually not top tier, kind of like the, for example, technology you would get from the enigmatic fortress would be. So some higher level shield tech might actually replace the weapons that I've been using, or the shields that I've been using, and potentially some higher level weapons tech could do the same. So we'll have to keep an eye on that too. All right, so this is almost done. Do I have any other construction ships that can help? I would love to start restoring those ring worlds soon. Nothing inside a nope. This tomb world can probably be terraformed fairly soon. Yeah, we need energy for it, and that is getting to a point where it's... Alright, not quite. Well, hang on. How many rare modes am... Oh, heck yeah. Just kidding. Sell. Oh my god. Terraform. And then we're going to go for an ocean world. We didn't even need the full 10,000 either, because we just want an ocean planet. So let's make that an ocean planet. And also, do I have any... Let's look at the expansion planner. Here it is. Alright, so Orville's Creek is... Yeah, so that one's already being terraformed. Let's go in order of the largest. Eiffel 4. So if we terraform you into an ocean world... Oh boy. Okay, I still need to sell a little bit more. But that's okay. I can do that. And not feel bad about it. I need to sell just a bit more. There we go. So let's make you an ocean world, and that will be handy economically fairly soon. I mean, I guess there's really not going to be a better time. All right, the Thorkwell Pact has closed their borders. That's an interesting move. My borders are still completely closed to them. Anyway, let's establish an embassy with them, though, just to see if we can manage better relationships slightly. Also, I might be able to do the same with the Najklaks, because I'd prefer not to fight them if I didn't have to. I think I'm kind of on rails at the moment for endgame in terms of the technology that I have, and I would prefer to peacefully... Believe me, I would love to take back some of the territory that they stole from me, which is what they did earlier in the series. All right, good. We have both of those embassies established. So how much did that help? Nice. Okay, now things are actually improving. Do I have an additional envoy? I do. So if we send you to improve relations, that could really help ensure that things stay copacetic. All right, go build that Gianfar base. Gianfar, however one might pronounce it. The new Vivisandian Conet has opened their borders. Excuse me? Excuse me. No. I'm going to close my borders to them. Not going to deal with them for the time being. Might become more open-minded in the future, but for now, no. No such luck on their part. Not going to happen. All right. Definitely need to build a few things here. Let's see. Starting to see our mineral income drop as anticipated. Okay, so that's a lot of additional minerals that I can use. Let's see what we can do with them. Yep, lots of obvious opportunities here. Let's see, this is a factory world, so let's go ahead and build another industrial district. I do want to lean. I'm going to start leaning into specializations of some worlds and possibly realigning some worlds based on what I'm saying. Like this is, yeah, it makes sense for this to be an agro world and not a mining world at the moment. All right, Alicebury, what have you got? Yeah. Definitely need to do food there as well, and it looks like everywhere else is fine. Now, I do have some additional alloys starting to come in more regularly now, so maybe it'll be a little bit easier for me to... Let's see. All right, so let's go ahead and upgrade the station in Bermuda, and that's going to have a Titan shipyard. Now, oh, this is interesting. So now everyone's voting against the custodian ship term limit. I thought, hang on. Oh, I thought this had already passed. I even opened the episode saying it had passed. Can I call in every favor I have? Hang on. I might be able to finagle this. This has gone the opposite direction really fast, and there's only 23 days left. I hadn't even noticed that. Holy crap. That sucks. So, let's actually go for the largest, crisis aspirant. All right, so it's technically the Latrepians that could potentially... Well, let's look at diplomatic weight. Who are the ones with the most diplomatic weight? The Latrepians are sitting out at the moment. So they're not even... So if they were to join the vote, I mean, they could potentially be really helpful. Also, the Nodgclocks, who I don't have any favors with, I could potentially... I hate that I just now noticed this. Let's see if we can swing it, though. So, if I go and talk to you, I offer a trade deal, and I want to buy all the favors. Now, I don't have a whole lot to give here, unfortunately. Minor artifacts, I might be able to give some. That's a lot, though. And for not a very big difference. Alright, I just sold a good amount of dark matter, which is unfortunate. Alright, they don't really seem to want either of those. Rare crystals? Exotic gases? No. I'm trying to see if one has a higher impact on the deal. Oh, alloys, they really don't care. That's interesting. Now, partially I think it's because I've requested so many favors. If I just say 5 favors, maybe. What if I then did that? What if we give them some artifacts? I don't even know if this is going to work. That's what's funny about it. Give them all of our dark matter. Oh, this sucks. I mean, I'm still the custodian. This doesn't kick me out as the custodian. But I'm going to lose this vote, and I'd prefer not to. I totally didn't see that coming. My memory was that we had already achieved it, but I think I was just excited because I got custodianship, but we hadn't actually achieved permanent custodianship. Oops. Okay. Alright, well, there's not going to be any way to deal with that. This is literally giving them everything. They're not even that interested in consumer goods, to be honest, which is strange. Okay, so now if I send this... And this is really all I can afford to do. Let me see if I can sway them. Come on. All right, they accepted it. And now Ooh. Oh, they're still keyed in. I see. Oh, I got excited because they're all still keyed in from when I looked at it a moment ago. All right, well, I also don't have the influence to ask for that many favors, so that it's not gonna work. Dang. All right, well, I'll have to try again, and hopefully I will be able to get the permanent custodianship. I just lost that vote. I didn't see that coming because when the Khan was still a threat, they all wanted it. Like there was strong support for that, and there goes our mineral income. That was more expected. Oh, that's frustrating. I wasn't watching that because I thought I already had it. My bad. Let's see. We've got a bunch of other upgrades that we can do, but... Alright, GNFAR is done. Let's go ahead and build mining stations. And then I want you to build a starbase in... Actually, no, I want you to go to Matsonia right now and build that starbase. I'm going to try and lock down this territory as fast as I can. Because otherwise the Dathakan Horde is just going to get cheeky and take this whole branch of space again. I will almost certainly be able to get permanent custodianship if we have a crisis on our hands. And I think what I want to try to do... I think I'm willing to roll the dice on the L gate. Let's send ships back that way. I do think I want to have my Titan first. So we're going to get that station done. And it's going to take a while to finish, actually. Yeah, the upgrade to Citadel is going to take a few years here. So we'll have to let that run. It might not be this episode, but we're going to start building towards that. I've been teasing it for a while, but I don't think anyone has actually gotten out there. And I don't know where the L cluster even is at the moment. I remember some episodes back in between recordings, I noticed that the Dathakan Horde, like the borders down here, looked like they were not sealed, like they were connected to something outside of the galaxy. So I thought maybe the Dathakan Horde has it, but I don't see any indication of that now. Not even there. So I'm less inclined to think that that's the case at this point. All right, Matsonia is in our territory. Let's now build Vakan. If I can, I'm going to try and get all the way to Wasat and at least have this locked down. All these guys that are getting locked in by me are not going to like it, but I'm going to go for it regardless. All right, Vera's Bay. Ooh, you need a governor. You need a governor. So let's go ahead and give you Margaret Fitzwilliam. Very distinguished name, Margaret. All right, Vera's Bay. We need some housing here, and it seems like the clear answer there is a city district, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and do the same on Birchville. And Shalsbury, we just need a few extra minerals, and we should be able to arrange an upgrade. Excellent. So economically, we're mostly okay. All things considered. So what's the next vote that's going to happen? The enemy of my enemy. Grants the counterattack casus belli on empires that are not galactic community members and are in an offensive war against a galactic community member. Ooh, that's savage. I like it. Ginog 3. This is a generator world that honestly needs to be a factory world. So let's do that. You're a factory world now. Or even, you know what, let's just make it an industry world. That's really what I want. Diplomatic communication from the Dathakan Horde. They've insulted me. Apparently they don't like that I'm custodiating my way to a victory here. They're not fans of my approach. I already did the crisis thing last time, guys. Sorry. You can try this time if you want, but it's not going to go well. That I promise you. As long as I can remember which resolutions I've actually passed and which are still going, it's not going to go well. Let's put it that way. All right, so both of my fleets are pretty damn strong at this point. Boat fleets discovered. So yeah, people are continuing to poke around in my territory very rudely. Any additional upgrades that I can do? Fairly soon. Hang on. So the Hilos station here, that can upgrade. And the Lefear system can also upgrade. That's a cool star name, Lefear. Alright, hypershields are done, so we need to investigate that in just a moment, because I think that's the exact shield technology that was being referred to by that commentator. I might be mistaken, but we'll take a look at that. Let's go ahead and research the particle lance. Only going to take 14 months because we have amazing research output. And okay, let's look at this. So a large ancient suspension field. Interesting. It is fewer hit points than the hyper shields. Look at this. Daily shield regen is better. And there's 15% shield hardening. And we do have extra shield hit points from Archaeo engineers. So that's helping. Ooh, that makes it tough. Because the shield hardening and the daily shield regen. Oh. That's interesting. It almost makes me want to split my ships. Like have some hyper shields and some ancient suspension fields. If that makes sense. All right, nothing else to do on the planetary front for now. We've got both of our fleets right here. All right, we have a... What's this? When did the council... Hold on. Hold on. Stop everything. When did the council size get reduced by 2? Or... No, I get it. I'm the custodian. That's got to be it, right? Let's take a look. Yeah. I basically have a permanent council spot right now. So the council size is actually 3. You've been disconnected from Paradox. Okay. Thank you for that. Ah, Birchville. What have we here? Let's go ahead and do... How are we doing on exotic gases? I mean, this world is already mining all of the exotic gases that it can. Let's do a food processing facility. We've already got a number of agricultural districts on that world. So what would it take to activate the L-Gate? We need a science ship in orbit. And we would need to be prepared for whatever came through. So I do want to have my Titan built. And we are very close to being ready for that. 67% of the way there. I've been watching that for more or less the entire episode. All right, let's go ahead and continue expanding over here if we can, before the Dathokans get the same idea. It does seem like the Latrepians are already claiming some of the space, so maybe we can beat them to it. Shalsbury. In this case, I think what I'm going to do... Yeah. I need to build a few more alloy foundries because I'm not thrilled with the output of my alloy worlds. I would like them to be doing better. All right, we're going to build a city district here. And it looks like there is going to be a demand, which is fine. There is going to be a demand. We can still use those favors that we bought, by the way, for other purposes. It's not like they're gone and they're not useful anymore because that vote failed. We can use those favors in a future vote, including one to ask for the same thing, to get permanent custodianship. So we can build up favors over time and force that in a very entertaining way. Yep. Another city district here. Port Eleanor. This is a tech world at the moment. You have a good number of slots for mining districts, so why don't you go ahead and build one of those for me, please? Let's try and stay in the black on our mineral income. All right, so we're very close. I would like in this episode at least to finish that upgrade and get the Titan building. All right, the Latrepians and the notch clocks have been voted to the council. I am still the custodian. All right, thankfully there is weak support for ending the custodianship, but there is also weak support for removing the term limit. It's a shame that didn't pass. It's really just a bad combination of events in the grand scheme. All right, can you build a hyper relay there? You can't just yet, but there are some other things you can do. Let's build mining stations and research stations, please. Even just building stations on these new resources that I've gained is going to be a huge win. All right, what do we have here? The enemy of my enemy. Counterattack Casus Belli. Sure. I'll support it. This being an industrial world, I'll go ahead and upgrade the industrial district. And what do we have here? Battleship hull points, 10% more. Very good. All right, so now would be a good time for me to go ahead and have additional Titan hull points. Vera's Bay. That's handy. Let's see what we can do here real quick before we wrap up. Another ancient refinery. That's actually kind of tempting, to tell you the truth. But I'm going to hold off on that, and instead I'm going to lean into what I said a moment ago. Although I already have some alloy nanoplants, soon to be megaforgers, so can't do anything there. I guess what I'll do... I could refine some additional exotic gases. It'll take a chip out of my mineral income a little bit, but it's okay. I'm all right with it. All right, how close is that upgrade to being done? 96%. Almost there. So we have both of our fleets in orbit of the Screeching Abyss, which is one of our L gates. Now, there's another L gate in my territory now, and that is not going to be guarded, but I want to have all my ships in one spot for this. Particle lens research is done. Hey, Century Array, perfect timing. Let's go ahead and research that. Port Tamberworth, you are ready for, it looks like, another agriculture district. Let's get that done. Economically, you can feel the momentum building. It's starting to really show. And the Bermuda shipyard is done. So I'm going to give the order for the Titan construction yard to be built. And on that note, I'm going to stop this episode here. Just kidding. Hang on. What can we do here? Alloy foundries. There we go. I'm going to build some alloy foundries on Eisenbury. But we're going to stop this one here. And in the next one, I'm going to continue locking down territory out here as much as I can. I'm going to continue building up these resource gathering stations as much as I can and prepare to tackle whatever is on the other side of the L gate. I'm hoping it's nothing, and that we can just take the L cluster. That can sometimes happen. That would be lovely, but probably not. We'll have to see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.